Hello love, welcome, Chi here. Today I will be attempting this petal braid or petal design braid. It is inspired by Duchess braid. She's the one I have seen that has made this hairstyle repeatedly and it shocked me. It shocked me. So this was what I was able to come up with. This is going to be like a series whereby I try hairstyles that intimidate me as at first glance, so I try to learn them on camera, and that is exactly what I did in this video. I learned how to make this hair, so you're going to see the mistakes I made, the challenges I came across, and how I was able to. So you already saw I had like a pattern across the hair. This is my second trial. The first time I parted the hair into two, but it was lower down, like at the back of the ears. And guys, that was the first wrong move. You have to part this thing upwards, like higher above the back of the head, almost as if you're parting the hair into three, then 2/3 of it is behind. If you look at the style, somehow I don't know why it felt like just a little part is behind, but no, it's like more than half of the head. And I made the first petal. I would stop, look at the picture and continue, but I couldn't do it as frequently as I wanted because I was filming with my phone. But now when it was time to create the second petal, I discovered that if I draw this next petal down towards the back, the part of the neck where it is going to cover is like half of the neck. So I realized that the bottom part of this first one needs to extend into the neck, the back part of the neck further. So guys, just first hand, if you are braiding this, if you see from the picture, she has 3 braids going to the back. It didn't occur to me that those 3 braids are supposed to fit the back of the neck equally. So I made that mistake and I had to redo it. Guys, I redid many things on camera. You can imagine the ones I did outside the camera. It's just crazy when you look at something and feel like, yeah, this is what I usually do, so I can do this one. And if I had tried this thing on someone's hair at once, it would have been a big fail. So when I made this second petal, it was looking quite okay, and then I realized I had this crook. Like there is just this, it's funny how you can't like see the mistakes on this hair until you braid it. That was just how it was for me. Like I couldn't see the faults after pre-sectioning the part I did until I braid it, and then I would have to take down the braid and then shape the hair. And I found that like if you mess up the petal, it is messed up. You cannot have something looking like a rectangle and call it a petal. It cannot look round and you call it a petal. It cannot look weird or like an amoeba. It has to look like a petal. If not, you didn't braid the petal. And I kept going forth and back. Now see that small strand of hair, this section of hair I had to lose. This was the second time on camera, and I think there was even a third, but I was just trying to make it perfect. So the only lesson I learned from looking at the picture that I maintained was to make sure that the tip of the petal is pointed as you can make it. And then also remember, since you have 3 braids going to the back, no matter how you wiggle your petal, it should fall where it is supposed to be. Take 1/3 of the space at the back of the neck, at the nape of the neck. So time to braid the second one. And I don't know if I lost this one or if I took it down and redid it. At the end of the day, I was proud of what I did, but I learned so much from this video. And as a hairstylist, I am based in Nigeria. There are certain hairstyles like this one. This is not something you would normally see in a Nigerian salon. Like not just Nigerian, it's usual. There are styles that are known to certain people, and then when you see it online, you try it, and gradually it becomes incorporated in your area. After a while, it passes. This one is not yet here. Like this petal, it was just like when I started seeing flower braids and hard braids. Like the first time I saw it, I was like, wow, somebody designed. Do you know, like this uneasy feeling you have if you see something in your field that you are very ignorant about? Like, I felt intimidated the first time I saw like a heart braid or flower braid. I was like, God of mercy, people are making this thing and I am here plaiting all back and two step. And it was on November Love channel, no, her Instagram page, that I was seeing like flower braids. And okay, sorry, back to the video. The section at the nape of the neck was too small. I realized that if I braid just one more braid coming down, the part of the nape that it is going to occupy will be too much. So that was why I took that one down. And now this last braid is going to have a decent, reasonable space at the nape of the neck. As I was saying, when I see, it still happens to me now. Like, I just come across some hairstyles on Instagram, like unconsciously my heart will just be boom boom and I'll be like, God, how are people so creative? Like things that are intimidating like that. I have decided that my work will be to decode and break down any hairstyle that scares me or that makes me feel intimidated, or just something outside of what is usual for me that I come across. I am going to learn how to make that hairstyle on camera. And guys, you know what happens when I learn how to make something? Just like flower braids and heart braids, I will pieces it into small bites. Like, I will decode and make everything as easy as it can ever be. I have made hard braid look like a joke. I have made flower braids look like a joke. I still have the intention of checking out numbers and alphabets. And as I said, I will also be checking out just hairstyles. And duchess braid is someone that makes, God, the way she braids is amazing. She is so talented. You see, she, Hannah, November Love, who makes those weird, nice, clean, crazy. There are a lot of them on Instagram, but those on YouTube, like especially those that teach. And sometimes you just see, like when you watch them part these hairs, you just see straight line, guys. If I wanted to edit this video to look as if I knew what I was doing, I can, and you will never tell that I am just learning it and messing up a whole lot. So things always appear easier in videos. When it's time for you to attempt that braid, you will be shocked. And I know I stopped and peeped how exactly this braid went, trying to replicate what she did. She has a video on this. I will leave the link to the video in the description bar. You should check. I don't know if you don't know how. If you don't know her, it's either, if you're a braider, it's either you know her or you don't know her. And if you don't know her, it says a lot about your YouTube update or whatever. But the link to her channel will be in the description bar. Maybe I can find one more. Guys, I don't know how to make stitch braids, so can you imagine? I have never made stitch braids before, and I don't understand why no, I don't want to lie and say a client has never requested. Some people ask and I just say I don't know how to. I feel as if it's about time I learn how to. Yeah. But I am also going to try and just find more videos or more pictures of hairstyles that that shock me. If e shock me, I go try am. If e shock me, I go try am. This is pidgin English if you don't know. And what I am saying is that if that hair intimidates me, I will learn it on camera. And when I learn it, I will break it down for you. But guys, you already know from watching how I make this hair and explaining, if someone comes for me to make this hair on her, it's going to be so much easier. Now when I was watching Duchess braids make this hair, when she's starting the cornrow from the beginning, you know, usually we would like pinch off a little section and share it into three. That's normally how we braid cornrow. But when I was watching her braid, she would like section off the whole beginning part of the cornrow and use it as one leg of the braid. So I felt maybe that's just the way she braid and that was her style. And so when I was braiding this one, because I wanted it to be pointed, I now sectioned off the beginning part and shared it into three, and it was just opening its leg all over the place. It wasn't pointed, and I was like, why is it not pointed? Then I said, okay, let me just try how I saw her doing it, and then I did it and it was now pointed, and I was surprised. It's like the reverse of what I have always known. If you want your braids to be pointy, you start with the few strands of hair at the beginning of the braid and braid them until you progress. But this time around, I saw her pinching the whole thing to start off, using it as one leg, and that was what worked. So you know, when they say experience is the best teacher, there are some things you cannot learn until you're walking on ground. Like, you just learn on the job. And I believe like those people they've gotten so good from, and many of them have been braiding for years with good training too. I still wish to go to cosmetology school one day just to learn things I don't. I would want to know the reason or the explanation behind what I know. Sometimes when you learn the way I learned, no. I grew up knowing how to braid, so I just learned a few things from watching in the salon. But if you know the science or the explanation behind why and how, I know I've learned a lot, maybe about taking care of hair and how to braid, and but it's not the same thing with going to school. Experience can teach you, but you have to work a whole lot to gather that, to learn on the job. But I don't know. So I was tempted here to braid this hair from like towards her eyebrow, just make it pointy so that it would look more like flower, but that was not the style on her client's hair. That was not the style she made. And at this point, I was just trying to finish the hair without ruining it again, and I was tired of losing and redoing. So I just tried. This is the last petal from the back. When you look at this like this hairstyle again, I said it before, it looked as if the whole hair was shared into two, and then the front and the back, and the front was ponytail and the back is all back. That's not the case. It's like two-thirds of the hair went to the back. The petals you are seeing, half of it is behind and the second half goes up into the front, the middle part of the head at the top. So be careful. If you make your pattern, the one where we shared the hair into two, if you make that place too low, you're going to have a problem. You're going to have dwarf petals that are not going to look like petals. But guys, I am sincerely proud of myself for sticking through with this thing, because I was losing and redoing and just frustrated, that because I thought this thing is okay, this is my happy dance. When I got the petals, like when you're done with the petals at the back, you don't do. Oh yeah, continue. When you're done with the petals at the back, that is the challenge, that is the work, that is the petals, that is the petal design, petal braid design, and all the good stuff. So for the front section, after those two braids by each side, the rest of the hair was shared into three, and it was still curved a little bit. So I just made a line at the middle of the head so that I would know that I could share 1.5 and 1.5. It was just easier for me to get equal braids that way. So that was what I did, guys. if you are listening to me up to this place, like, you're the best. I just want to plead with you. Please do not skip the ads on my video. At least don't skip all of them. And if you can just watch for 1 minute, if it's all those long ass ads, you can skip after 1 minute. The way YouTubers make money is when people watch the ads that YouTube puts on our videos. And guys, this work, we need to grow now. We need to get a camera so that, like, when I'm filming, I'll just bring out my phone and look at, oh God, my dreams. I'm so I get so excited when I just have, like, when I think of what I hope for and what I am planning and working so hard towards. Like, I upload at least 5 videos in a week. I am working my butt off. Like, if there is no work at the salon, I got this mannequin so that I can just keep putting out content, because guys, I have high hopes for this channel. And let me go back to this hairstyle. Do you see how sad, the sad little ponytail at the top of Nkechi's head? I didn't want that for her, and I just thought of using these crochet braid something to just create a bun and make it look like the braids were long or something, just to look better. Because I was too lazy to, not too lazy, but I didn't want to waste braiding hair. As you can see, this is a salon, I sell these things, so sometimes I know I like to make videos and I like to give the best that I can. But if I just keep using my braiding hair, one for this tutorial, and then I just filmed one other video where I braided like 2 big braids with hearts in the middle, and I used one of my braiding hair. I had to coil it and those things, and that one is gone. Like, all those things are money, Joe. So this is the usual way I would make a bun, right? But when I watched Duchess this thing, she was twisting the tails of the braids one. I was like, what is this? Is this a new style? Is this going to make it look different? Is this going to make it look arranged? And then I decided to try it, and I was confused all the time I was making this. I didn't know if I should go over the braid or I should go under this one's hanging. At the point, I got tired of rolling just one. I just grabbed two. Like, I was becoming frustrated. But guys, if I had left it like this, it would have made sense and looked nice. But I made this thing too tight. The only thing I can tell you is it was too tight. It wasn't even tight as in it's not going to fall off. It was just tight, like a tight knot. And it was just like I kept a stone on Nkechi's head. Look at that. There is nothing soft about this. It's just like mkpuraki. Mkpuraki is an Igbo word. It's just like mkpuraki on her head. But my petals look good. And if someone should mistakenly stroll into my salon and request for this hairstyle, by the time I am done slaying it, people are going to be wondering. Hi guys, please like this video. Thank you. Bye.